Hello, I'm Dr. Ne Juan. I graduated with my doctorate degree in clinical psychology, and part of my passion is to help families heal. Because a lot of times, families, generations after generations, they pass things on to each other. And I want to make sure people and families pass on healing as opposed to passing on their baggage. And one thing that I learned in just working on myself, because it's been times and struggles that I've had that, where I've doubted myself and where I felt like an outcast and that I needed some healing. So part of working on myself, I've discovered that I have some issues I need to deal with, right? We all have issues. I had some issues I needed to deal with. And if I want to help others, if I want to help my little nephew, if I want to help my cousins, if I want to help the neighbors, little boys that, come up to me asking for advice, if I want to really help them, I have to learn to help myself. And so one thing that I just want to share is that in order to help your loved ones, in order to help the people that you want to help, that you feel deep inside that you're brought into this earth, brought into this existence to help, you have to find healing within yourself. Because I can't give anybody anything if I'm unable to give of myself. See, one thing I've learned, I've had young men come up to me. It's been my passion to help young men just to grow and heal and be as great as they possibly can. And I've noticed when young men will come up to me and just ask for my advice or ask, if we can talk, and I'll be like, yeah, let's talk. And I'm almost ashamed to say this, but I would lose contact with them. I wouldn't touch bases with them as often as I had hoped I would. And I've discovered, doing some deep diving, I've discovered that the reason I haven't been able to connect with them is because I'm still dealing with things in my past. I haven't connected with the person I wish I could have connected with, which would be my father. I haven't been able to connect with my father. We had some issues, we talked, but it's like real cut and dry, and I held some resentment towards him. And because I felt like my dad didn't call me enough, because he didn't connect with me enough, I resented him for that, and I held that resentment. But then when I look at my connection and with these young mentees that I want to mentor, I end up doing the same thing my dad did, not being able to commit to them because I felt like I didn't have a commitment to my father. And so what I like to pass on to you is to please, whatever you're going through, whatever resentments that you're having, let it go. Resolve them. Be determined to heal those relationships. When I discovered that, I called up my dad right then. I didn't want to. I wanted to put it off, like, okay, I'm going to call him tomorrow. But after tomorrow happened for 2 or 3 weeks, I finally sat down and said, no, call now. And so I picked up the phone and I called him. And I told him just straight up, I have a purpose that I need to get, but I feel like our relationship is blocking. We need to heal this relationship now so that I can be the great person, the great son that we both know that I am. And so heal your relationships. Get rid of the resentments. Learn to forgive. One thing that I had to do, I had to learn to forgive not only my father, but I had to learn to forgive myself so that I can truly be who I'm meant to be. So forgive yourself for everything.